up? It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network. This is the Heaven Hollywood Report. And let's get to it. Shout out to my sponsor in case you didn't know. It's icydk.blog. Make sure you check them out. And we're going to talk about Cardi B, LMA, and JaysonTatum, and Wendy Williams. Now, Cardi B, as we knew, to a private concert in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. She's using it as a dress rehearsal as she gets ready for her European tour. Now, you know, she just put out the song Hot-ish. That is the lead single. She also let us know she did 2 interviews today. One was with Angie Martinez of Power 105, and the other one was with Angela Yee, who's also at Power 105, but she did it for her podcast, Lip Service. So a lot of raunchy stuff. If you want to hear that, you can go on over to Lip Service. You know, Angela Yee has the link on her social media. Very interesting things that they were asking. I couldn't really listen to that. That's more of a girl podcast. Here is the footage from the concert, and it looks pretty lit. You know, I can't play the audio portion of it, but she was doing Bodak Yellow there. People were chanting. I mean, it looks full and it looks lit. Now, she also stated that she's going to be dropping another single very nearby. You know, she said it's not going to take months. It's not going to be like 2 months. She's probably dropping that single maybe in 2 weeks. But she announced that she will be dropping the video for Hot-ish this week. So once the video comes out, that's going to be another form of streaming that's going to be available. So she's going to release that this week. She didn't say what day. I'm going to assume Friday. And that's Hot-ish for, the new song that she has out. And tour coming, and of course, second album should be coming, in a month or so. Moving on to JaysonTatum and LMA. And a lot of people, were like, oh man, JaysonTatum is dating LMA. I've seen a lot of sad faces, men and women. Men were sad that LMA was booed up, and the women wasn't too happy that JaysonTatum was booed up. But these two have been keeping it real quiet. Now that they've been seen out at Michael Rubin's party together, making it known that they're, together or seeing each other, whatever, watch all of a sudden now the JaysonTatum groupies come out of nowhere, because they see that those two are together. And that's how it always happens. When a couple is quiet, or what have you, not saying much, all of a sudden, nobody say anything. But then as soon as they come out, all of a sudden, everybody done, here come groupies. Oh, yeah, he was just with me last week. Such and such and such. So y'all be prepared. Y'all did a good job of keeping it low. What do y'all think of LMA and JaysonTatum? How they look as a couple? They were looking good at that Michael Rubin party. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. And if you have any groupies, any JaysonTatum groupies, I'm sure they'll make themselves known. And we're going to close it out with Wendy Williams, and it's just not looking good. Wendy, as much as she tried to make us believe that she's okay and fine, her brother, I believe he was commenting on her TMZ interview, where he was saying who would ever let her go on interviews like this? Where is her team? Or what have you? Well, Wendy's manager, from what, we've been told, is some guy that she used to date. This guy, Big Will Seldom, that's his last name. He's a jeweler, celebrity jeweler, looking like an old broke down Terrence Howard. And from what I hear, Wendy Williams used to have a crush on this guy. Even when she started she always wanted to date him. She always had a crush on him, even when she was married to Kevin, but she would never move on him. because, she was married to Kevin. But she always had a crush on this guy. All right? He fits the Wendy Williams, look. Tall, big, So she always wanted to date this guy. Then now that she wasn't with Kevin anymore, she started making moves on this guy. And this guy is going to do the same thing these other guys that have been with Wendy Williams since his breakup. They only want to take advantage of Wendy. They don't really like Wendy. I feel bad for Wendy Williams because these men don't care anything about you. They're just trying to take advantage of her. And if he's a manager, why in God's name would he allow her to go on TMZ and pull out her ankles and show them her feet and things like that, and allow her to walk around looking the way she's looking? I mean, Wendy Williams does not look good. She should not be conducting any interviews anywhere. Anywhere. And everybody's just turned their back on it. And, I talked to some celebrities and they're like, oh, well. A lot of celebrities have no love lost for Wendy Williams at all. I spoke to a certain celebrity, I'm not going to say who it was, and they said Wendy Williams damn near ruined their life. So why should they care anything about her? And this is a major rapper who said this. Rapper that was real big in the 90s. They said she's getting her karma. I'm sure, there's plenty of people who feel that way about Wendy. They just don't have any sympathy. Now I'm sure the people that know her or what have you have sympathy for her. But look at the way they did her show. Was going to throw all her stuff out. Was that, going to throw out the chair. Nobody tried to save anything for it. It was just like, oh, well, you're over with. And that's how they'll do you in the industry. I always tell people, in the industry, you have to make sure you build your brand and start stacking your money. Because once they're done with you, they're done with you. Wendy Williams is not able to get a podcast or anything. This is the dude right here that's probably telling her, yeah, go get a podcast. He's telling her to do all of these promo runs because he's only in it for the money. If he was a real manager, and Wendy has to stop that. Wendy, whenever she's got a manager, she has to be fucking them. Or whenever she's doing business with somebody, she always has to make sure she's fucking them or in some sort of relationship with them. And it always turns out bad. So, good luck to Wendy Williams. It's not looking good. The brother was crying, saying she is not the Wendy that we all came to love. She is nowhere near herself. He's worried about her, this, that, and the other. Better watch out. They took everything from Wendy Williams. That's all she ever known. So, shout out to Wendy Williams. Hopefully, you've never done anything personally to me, so I can't be like, oh, good for you. But I'm sure people that think that you've done or say that you've done something to them, I'm sure they're not going to feel any love loss. But I have empathy for Wendy Williams and sympathy. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood. For the IE Network, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Share the video with your friends. Have a nice night. God bless you and your family.